You know, the ideologically driven are some of the lowest IQ I've ever come across. They are some of the most vile and unhappy individuals I've ever interacted with. In fact, I've got a video later today about my interactions and the ending of such going forward with Angry Joe, who allowed his own ideology to supersede human decency, in my opinion. But that's for a video later today. Over the weekend, it was announced that Wonder Woman actress Gal Gadot, or Gal Gadot, would play Cleopatra in a new movie. Relatively benign news. Don't really care about Cleopatra. Don't really care about Gal Gadot playing her. Still remember the hilariously cringe Imagine compilation that she put together. But apparently, the internet is angry and sending her vile things, which we're going to take a look at, that she's not Arab or black, apparently. For those of you that don't know this, and by the way, who cares, Gal Gadot is actually Israeli. And apparently that's a problem for a fictional movie. You know, a Hollywood actress playing a fake character. Well, not, you know what I mean, like just a representation of said person. I mean, it's totally fine. These are the same people that are fine changing every character, race swapping every white character. And by the way, Cleopatra was white. She was Greek, Macedonian. It's literally like the first line in the Wikipedia entry. Any idiot with like 2 seconds research could have figured that out. And my viewers here on Twitter, by the way, you can follow me at the Quartering, very smart. You see, Neo Unrealist saying, wait till they find out the capital city she ruled from, Alexandria, was essentially a Greek colony populated by Greeks that didn't exist before Alexander the Great founded it. Continuing, a reading of Alexandrian poetry might easily give the impression that Egyptians did not exist at all. Indeed, Egypt itself is hardly mentioned except for the Nile and the Nile flood. This is from a different article, but of course, you know, the viewers, I don't know if this was like a We Was Kangs thing or what is going on, but I don't know. You can see here, Macedonian's Greek with a hint of Persian. Who were Macedonian at the time around when her grandpa plowed someone there? I mean, it doesn't even matter. But look at some of the things that Data Racer compiled here. You see Gal Gadot saying, I love embarking on new journeys. I love the excitement of new projects, the thrill of bringing new stories to life. Cleopatra is a story I've wanted to tell for a very long time. I can't be more grateful about this A-team. Of course, feminist director Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot. Okay, now let's look at some of the replies. People telling her to die. I hate your guts. When will she pass? F you. Eat garbage. F you. F you. Dumb B. Calling her colonizing. Like, really? F you and Israel. Zionist. All this just vile stuff. And where are people to defend her? Imperialist White Feminism, the movie. A tweet by a white guy. You know, stop casting white women to play black/Middle Eastern roles. Cleopatra was not white, but she was white. She was Greek. I don't get it. Blue checkmarks calling it the Caucasity, another white woman, too. We talked about the hilarity around white women, SJWs, with the Bill Burr stand-up. Yeah, Cleopatra was Greek. I get that. But casting a Zionist? What? What? I mean, what is it with the SJWs and Jewish people? I'm just saying. People from Israel. I'm just saying. I don't understand it, but it seems like there's a lot of blue check marks who are saying that kind of stuff. I don't even understand it. I don't even know that. When I like walk down the street, I don't know. It's such a weird thing to me. Anyway, I'm not going down that road. You can say, why Gal Gadot's Cleopatra casting is dividing the internet. She's set to play Cleopatra in an upcoming film about ancient Egyptian queen, but the casting has divided the internet. The Wonder Woman star is reuniting with filmmaker Patty Jenkins for the biopic, which is tentatively titled Cleopatra. However, many on social media are questioning whether the Israeli actress is the right choice and are instead asking if a black actress should be given the part. Why? To get historical for a minute, scholars have typically identified Cleopatra as mostly of Greek ancestry, but her race and skin color have been long debated. The debate is continuing on Twitter as film buffs and pop culture enthusiasts discuss Gadot's casting for the shaping up to be a major blockbuster. Morgan Jenkins saying, I'm sure Gal is going to do a wonderful job as Cleopatra. However, for me personally, I would love a Cleopatra who's darker than a brown paper bag, because that seems a bit more historically accurate. A lot of brown Greeks? I guess there actually is. Giannis Antetokounmpo is Greek, but not at that time there wasn't. While another writer, Justina Ireland, wrote, how are you going to cast Gal Gadot to play Cleopatra when Lupita is right there? I don't understand this. It's not discourse. And also, by the way, who cares? Gal is somebody that I've long defended. She's like a typical Hollywood, like, milquetoast feminism takes and things like that. But for the most part, she's not insufferable. Again, she did have that that Imagine video, which she was rightfully roasted. But I've never seen a lot of like man hating coming from her. And by the way, again, how is it her fault? How is it her fault that she was cast for a role? This is the same stuff we go through with Scarlett Johansson, right? They're like, ooh, Scarlett Johansson played Ghost in the Shell. We don't like that. Oh, Scarlett Johansson's going to play a trans person. We don't like that. Like, how is it her fault? Be mad at the casting director then. And you just have all this stuff. Israeli actor Gal Gadot I'm going to say Gadot. I think it's Gadot, but I've heard her say Gadot. Will play Cleopatra, teaming up again. Now, Twitter users took her to task for the role, saying that it should go to an African or Greek actress, generating hundreds of scattershot replies. It's a shame you aren't advocating for an African actress who would better fit the part. Please do better, one user wrote. Others argued that Cleopatra's ancestry, which some consider to be Macedonian Greek, that's a fact, and whether Gadot could or should play Cleopatra. Why? Why does this matter? These people are so, like, you're literally watching a production that is largely going to be imaginary. It's not even going to be historically accurate, I'm sure. Okay? And you're worried about the race of the actor playing the role. And again, these are the same people that, are totally fine turning white characters to black characters, and they don't get mad about that. They say they care about historical accuracy, but do they really? Do you really care, or is it only when you can go after yet another whitey? I mean, draws criticism as very bland looking. Are you joking? Like, Cleopatra is a beautiful woman. As you might have heard, I teamed up with Patty Jenkins. I mean, here's a picture of Cleopatra. She doesn't exactly look black to me, and it's so ridiculous. Is she drawn black here? No. Maybe you could make the argument that should be Middle Eastern, but she wasn't in real life. I mean, she was played by Liz Taylor, and no one cared back then. Journalist Samira Khan was not convinced and blasted the decision on Twitter. She asked Hollywood who thought it would be a good idea to cast an Israeli actress as Cleopatra, a very bland-looking one, instead of a stunning Arab actress. Shame on you, Gal Gadot. Your country steals Arab... Oh, okay. Okay, so this is like the race thing. Steals Arab land, and you're stealing their movie roles. Yeah, okay. So that's where all this is coming from. This is a blue check. This is a blue check mark, by the way, who wrote this. Who's just has a vile opinion, right? Who cares? I'm not interested in seeing Cleopatra, like, at all. this movie isn't for me, but holy crap, are there just some really vile people in these replies. These are the same people that would fight for more representation on everything. Certainly turn into a bunch of people really with negative opinions about a specific race pretty quickly, isn't it? The mask drops pretty quickly when you get to talk garbage about someone from Israel. Is that what's going on here? Because that's how it feels. Hope you enjoyed this video. SJWs are crazy. And by the way, if you made it this far and you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, hopefully today will be the day you make it so by clicking that red subscribe button down below. I cover all sorts of topics from tech censorship to video games to movies to, you know, YouTube news to world news, everything here. 3 to 5 times a day, 6 days a week. Marching to 1 million by the end of the year, and I can't do it without you, so hopefully you'll subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this video, though. We'll talk to you again real soon.